Good afternoon, Gemini, or it might still be morning. I'm not sure what time it is to be exact. But I'm Carly here with Astro Tarot, giving you your 3-day love message for the September 7th through September 10th. I did actually go ahead and do my prayer prior to this video just to save a little time because honestly, Gemini, I recorded your video earlier this morning, but I got interrupted in the middle of it with a phone call, and I just felt like the energy afterwards just wasn't right. So I want to make sure I give you the message the Spirit has for you today, okay? Alright, let's get started. So what is the challenge facing Gemini? Gemini, your challenge right now is admitting that something is actually wrong. You're really used to keeping a brave face, smiling in the face of adversity. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that, Gemini. You're very strong. However, today your challenge is for you to actually acknowledge that your situation is not okay. You know, you're kind of trying to force yourself to be okay with whatever situation it is that you're experiencing in love here today. And it's killing you. It's draining your energy. And you can pretend and look away, focus on social media, focus on, things from the outside, but inside you're really hurting here, Gemini. All right? What's that challenge crossed over here? Okay, so that challenge is actually you, the Knight of Swords in reverse. So Gemini, you might have been in the past really in and out of a relationship, and it's really been bogging you down, okay? You might have kind of rushed into a situation without really making a plan, and you might have actually hurt yourself in the process of doing this here, okay? What's Gemini thinking of on a subconscious level here, Spirit? On a subconscious level, what's Gemini thinking in love? Gemini, you want to be happy. You might have a relationship here. You might have someone that you really enjoy spending time with. You might have somebody that you really want to spend time with in general, and that's what is on your mind almost constantly. Okay, so maybe this whole everything is fine thing is because you're not actually able to speed forward into the situation that you want to be in. Okay, let's see what was happening here in the past to cause Gemini to feel like the Ten of Swords today in love. What was happening here in the past, Spirit? Okay. So Gemini, in the past, you just weren't happy. Whatever relationship situation you were in, it just wasn't fulfilling you on an emotional level. You just gotten to the point where you just couldn't really take pretending to be happy anymore. And so you did accept that something was going on. However, you haven't really dealt with it here in the now. What's Gemini thinking? Gemini, you really want to be in your power here. You want to make the best decision for you. You do want to step forward into growth. You do want to evolve from the Knight to the King of Swords here. And you do know that that involves your romantic situation, okay? So your happiness is tied into your growth in general, and that is what you're realizing here in the now. What will Gemini do in the near future, within the next 3 days? Gemini, you'll walk away from a situation that hasn't been fulfilling you. You'll finally make that true step towards freeing yourself from whatever emotional baggage you have been carrying. You'll walk in the opposite direction of these negative emotions. You see that this person is turned away from the water. You also see that if this person was turned toward the water, there would be absolutely nowhere for them to go. So you've realized that that situation just wasn't moving forward. It wasn't serving you any good purpose in your life, and it was actually causing you a tremendous amount of stress and anxiety. And so you're walking forward into the calm of solid ground. All right, so how will Gemini be acting the next 3 days in love? So Gemini, you might be keeping yourself up, worrying yourself to death the next 3 days in love. This change, this walking away, this admitting to yourself that you're not okay, it took everything in you. And you might be, questioning whether or not you made the correct decision after you do make this choice. All right. What was the overall situation that caused this challenge here for Gemini? What was the overall situation that caused the challenge of the Ten of Swords for Gemini within the next 3 days, Father? So you let go of a situation that you realized was based in something superficial. You realized that this situation had you bound to someone or something that was really draining your energy. You realized that this was very unhealthy for you and that this was a false twin. This wasn't the actual person that you were meant to spend your life with. And that's what's gotten you to this point of this Ten of Swords. You have come to the realization that this situation is at an end. However, it's keeping you up at night simply because you haven't gotten to the point where you're able to flip that Ten of Swords over and release all of these emotions. What are Gemini's hopes and fears here? What are Gemini's hopes and fears in love within the next 3 days? What are Gemini's hopes and fears? Okay, so Gemini, your hopes and fears might be for someone who could be in the sign of Virgo. Your hopes and fears could also be that you simply take some time in order to study yourself, to take time to really get to know what it is that you want out of life. You might have really been engrossed fully in your romantic connections in the past, and so you might be wanting to take some time now to separate yourself and to focus on your personal growth. So those are your hopes. You're not in the focus of fear here, Gemini, and that's a beautiful thing. You are walking bravely with the Eight of Cups forward. You are letting go of some emotional baggage, and your most likely outcome here, Gemini, is strength. Your most likely outcome is that by you taking these steps, you actually will enable yourself to grow, to prosper, to walk into your future feeling very strong and confident in yourself, okay? It's a very good reading. It's much better than the one I had earlier, and like I said, I just think my energy was a little bit off after I got that phone call because that just disturbed me after I sat there and meditated, so I did want to make sure I gave you the correct message, and I'm glad that I reshuffled. All right. I do want to dig into this energy a little bit and just give you some more insight on exactly what these things will look like for you here in the future. So we have the Eight of Cups. Again, you walking away from a romantic situation that just wasn't serving you anymore. You didn't feel connected to it anymore. All right. So you're taking back your power here, Gemini. You're taking back control. You are driving yourself forward. You do have support here. You have people in your corner that will make sure that as you do go forward, you're successful. So that's why you feel confident enough to step forward and away from this situation that really just wasn't serving you on an emotional level. All right, let's get 2 more cards here for Gemini. So Gemini, by you making this step, you might put yourself in a financial burden. You might actually have made these decisions because of a current financial burden that you're experiencing, okay? You are thinking about self-preservation. You are thinking about, kind of being a little bit stingy. And I think that's a good thing in general. You're pretty generous in general, Gemini. And so it might be a good time for you to consider not helping out as much as you do and holding back so that you can actually push yourself forward, since this is you taking control of your situation. All right, Gemini, let's get one more here for the Eight of Cups in your near future, because that is about the next 3 days, essentially. If I can shuffle these cards, okay. Well, I guess that's why I wanted to pop. All right, Gemini, and then finally, you are walking forward into recovery from whatever heartbreak it is that you experienced in your past. That is what this Eight of Cups is all about, essentially. So you are taking the necessary steps in order for you to heal and release whatever this pain is that you were experiencing that was keeping you in that Ten of Swords energy, okay? All right, I do want to get some clarity here on why Gemini is the Nine of Swords reversed, Spirit. Why is Gemini the Nine of Swords reversed here? Okay, Gemini, so you might be the Nine of Swords reversed, again, like I had mentioned previously, because you are walking away from this situation. You just kind of overthink. You are controlled by Mercury, so you are very much in your head a good bit of the time, and this is coming out predominantly as a swords reading, so this is very much in your energy, very much in your head. okay? And so you might agonize a little bit over the decision that you've made, because you will be carrying forth some baggage from this relationship because it was very significant in your life. The devil doesn't come out just for casual flings. The devil comes out for karmic partners, people that were meant to come into your life and teach you a lesson, but not necessarily to be your soulmate in any way. Okay. So let's get a little more clarity here on this Nine of Swords, Six of Swords energy for Gemini. Why is Gemini feeling this way? I just want to confirm here for Gemini, for the ones that this is resonating with, so that they know that this message is for them. Spirit, okay? So yeah, Gemini, this might have been someone that you were balancing a relationship that was codependent, a relationship that depended upon money, a relationship dependent upon stability. So that might be why you're agonizing, essentially, is that you know that walking away from this person does put you at a disadvantage as far as your home life is concerned, your finances are concerned, okay? All right, and let's get one more for you here about this Nine of Swords energy, while you're agonizing here at night about leaving this situation behind. Okay, Gemini, you might have done some things to this person as you walked away that you may regret in the future. You might already know that those situations are going to come back to bite you. And so that might be what's causing this agony. You also might have experienced dealing with someone that caused you to feel this way, as if they had done something to wrong you and that they're leaving behind their baggage in your mental, okay? I'm not exactly sure of your exact situation, but this card here is just showing a little bit of deception, a little bit of trickery here. You might have told a few lies to get yourself ahead here, and they might come back to bite you with the situation as you walk away. All right, so what is the Hermit here? What is the Hermit? What is Gemini hoping for with the Hermit? So Gemini, this might be someone that in the past you had really put a lot of passion forth with, and you might have pulled back your energy a little bit here. You might have been in and out of this situation, rushing in with a lot of passion, and then kind of being a little bit wishy-washy about what exactly it was that you wanted with this person here. And so one of your fears here, Gemini, with this Hermit, this potential Virgo person, is that you might have caused some damage just with being a little rushed, a little bit immature here with the way that you handled your passion with this person. All right, let's get two more cards here for this Hermit situation. All right, Gemini, so you might be concerned that you will take your cup of love to this person and they won't accept it. You might be concerned that it might have been a little bit too late for you to make these decisions at this point, or that you will end up having a lot of love to give and no one to give it to. You are concerned that you will be alone. And so again, this is showing a little bit of codependency, simply because you are used to being in a committed relationship. You are used to having someone to depend on, and it is important for you, just because of who you are, that you do have a relationship in your life, someone that loves you, someone that you care about. It's just an important part of who you are, and there's nothing wrong with that at all whatsoever. But you might be fearful in the future that the person that you are setting your sights on will not exactly accept who you truly are in the end. All right, let's get one more here. And so Gemini, also one of your hopes and fears here is that you might be sacrificing for no reason, okay? You're making a major sacrifice by stepping away from this person that you had this codependent situation with, because it does appear here, Gemini, that this person might have a tie to your financial stability, and so you might put yourself at a disadvantage when you walk away, okay? And so that is definitely one of your big fears here, is that you'll be stuck, that you won't be able to walk away, that you will put yourself in a situation where you are unable to move forward. But Gemini, if you notice, this hangman actually has a pretty serene look on her face. She is kind of decked out in this gold in her mental state. While she does have red above her, the main focus is this blue here. So she is actually feeling rather confident about her decision to walk away, even if it is leading to a period where she is stuck temporarily, okay? Sometimes it's important for you to have a moment of being stuck. Sometimes you need that in order for you to heal. And Gemini, I wonder if you're the kind of person that wouldn't take that time to heal unless you were forced. Okay. I want to get some insight on strength as the most likely outcome here for Gemini Spirit. I want to get some insight on strength. All right, so you might feel like it was really taking a long time for you to achieve this, and even in the near future, it might take you some time for you to actually fully gather and attain a feeling of strength after you make this decision here, okay? That's not speaking to growth not happening, but it is in the reverse, so growth might take a little bit longer, okay? You might also, again, be dealing with a Virgo. The Nine of Pentacles is, again, the Virgo card. And so you might be dealing with someone that you feel is no longer stable. This relationship might have become stagnant because, again, of a timing situation here. Pentacles usually refer to timing taking quite long, and because you have the Eight of Wands reversed, and usually that card in the positive would be quickly moving, in reverse it is speaking to a slowdown, okay? And again, let's see. What is strength for Gemini in the near future? What is strength for Gemini in the near future? All right, so we got 2 cards to pop here, so I'm going to read them both. Oh, actually 3. All right, so Spirit had a lot to say to you. Okay, Gemini, so one of the main things in the future that's important for you in order for you to gather your strength is to take the time to actually plan out what you want your future to look like. If it is with this Virgo person, because they did pop up a couple of times in this reading, you do have a few cards indicating here that there will be a slowdown period with that relationship. Maybe you guys are kind of taking some time to figure out, you know, what things look like after you have gone through this separation. Okay, so it is looking like you do need to take some time to plan out your future as far as your Nine of Pentacles is concerned in order for you to flip that card, okay? All right, we also have the Five of Cups in reverse. So this is Spirit actually calling you to definitely focus on the things that you have left as opposed to the things that you have lost, okay? When you do walk away from this person, it is signaling your growth. It is a major component towards you going from being the Knight of Swords here in reverse to being the King of Swords. It is part of your spiritual growth and your journey. So it is important for you to focus on the cups that you have here that are full as opposed to the ones that have spilled. And because this card is reversed, I do see it's because, you know, it's negative in the positive here. Because it is reversed, I do see you doing that. I do see you focusing on your future. I do see you focusing on the things that you have left that are of value to you as opposed to the things that you lost. So that's a very important step to your journey, Gemini, and that's a very important thing for you to do. All right, and lastly, we do have the Four of Swords. So Gemini, it is calling you to take some time to rest. I do think that is why these things are slowing down a little bit in this relationship that you did develop with this Virgo energy. Simply because you need some time to rest. You need some time in between ending something and beginning something. Again, I've spoken in other readings with other signs about how nothing new can enter your life without something old exiting, okay? So you do have to give time for that old energy to exit your life fully before you can invest in this happiness that you want in the future. This is what you're thinking of on a subconscious level, and you know that it's important for you to get this rest in order for you to achieve that. All right, Gemini? Okay, so I do want to go ahead and just pull a few advice cards for you guys. I'm going to pull my advice cards from the Angel Power deck, okay? Spirit, may I have some advice, please, for Gemini for the next 3 days, September 7th through the 10th, September 7th through the 10th, for Gemini Spirit and love. All right, Gemini, so first we have the Ace of Gabriel, okay? Gabriel in this deck is actually considered the wands. So it says, a gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration, the chance to do something amazing, a sense of wonder. So Gemini, Spirit is giving you advice to let you know that in the near future, you do have something brand new starting, something very passionate, something very joyous, something that you will celebrate, okay? So you will achieve your Three of Cups that is on your mind in the subconscious here. You will achieve your King of Swords status. You will evolve to that level. So Gemini, rest assured that you are going to, you know, have something happy and powerful and passionate in your near future in love, okay? One more advice card, please, for Gemini. Ooh, I always drop these. This is my newest deck, so it's still pretty shiny. The other ones have been through some things. Okay, so we have the Eight of Ariel. Take great pride in your excellent work. Practice makes perfect. Consider getting additional education or training. So Gemini, Spirit is definitely calling you to take some time to realize that you have done some amazing work as far as removing yourself from any negative energy, as far as working towards becoming the King of Swords, moving away from that Knight of Swords energy here. Spirit is also letting you know that as far as you recovering from the pain of the past, you have just done your due diligence. And they're also, you know, just alerting you to the fact that you can reach out for help. You do have a support system. You do have people in your corner that do care about you, that you can definitely reach out to, that you can confide in, and that you can find solace in knowing that you are loved and that you are cared for, okay? And let's get one more card for Gemini here. Perfect. All right, so solutions, okay? I'm just going to read you the message on this card. Success that comes from objective compassion, self-control, and patience, forgiving and healing energy. So Gemini, it's interesting. I almost feel like I should post both of your readings. I almost feel like I should post the one from earlier and this one here, because it does appear that whatever it was that I was talking about earlier, you actually have either experienced already or that you will experience today, because you had solutions reversed in that reading that I decided not to post. And so I might consider posting it. I might post it to my Facebook as opposed to posting it to YouTube, just because of the posting limits here. But yeah, that's just really interesting. So you figured out the solution. You figured out what it is that you need to do here in order to heal from this, in order to reverse this Ten of Swords energy, okay? And that's a beautiful thing. So you've gotten some insight, you've gotten some clarity here from Spirit, you've gotten some message here that you needed to know in order for you to move forward, okay? And Spirit is just, you know, kind of confirming that for you. That's why I really love doing the advice cards, because you do get some confirmation as to, you know, the energy that I've read to you here in this spread. All right, guys, so thank you so much, Gemini, for being here with me. I do appreciate every like and subscribe that I have. I have 7 subscribers, guys, and that's just a beautiful thing to me. And I thank you guys so much for your support. As always, if you would ever like to book a personal reading, you can do so through my Facebook page. I will reach out through Facebook also if you just have any questions or concerns. A lot of people don't know much about the tarot. I don't mind answering questions. So if you ever want to just comment on anything, I do not mind educating you a little bit, okay? So have a good day, Gemini. Love you guys. Astro Bunny out.